Yeah, okay. So, no new developments? Nothing? Okay. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get them up to speed and I'll just send them down, okay? Okay. Um okay. So as I talk to you tonight, it's a Monday evening. Um we're witnessing something very special happening. Beagle set the world record for longest XCOM mission ever played about 4 days and 21 hours ago, and it is still going on. It's been about 5 days now, and yeah, Beagle loaded into a train yard map. He got stuck into some combat, ended up in a position where he sort of had to overwatch behind some train cars, and he's still doing it. Now, the man is a machine. He's not showing any signs of slowing down, but unfortunately, neither are the aliens. They keep on moving back and forth on the other side of the train cars, and it seems to be just a pure stalemate. Beagle's known to be extremely cautious and deliberate. I mean, he's a guy who still hasn't even finished loading out the other 3/4 of his hair. So there's not really any telling when the mission could end. I'm gonna send you guys down to the ground, and they can give you the updates that they have. And I hope to see you soon for a review of the rest of Thursday Night XCOM.
Hello, and a warm welcome to our international viewers as we drop you into the scintillating action here of turn 1241 of the heavy abductions in Bloemfontein, South Africa.
Pretty sure that's not how you say that, Gepper.
Oh, really? Oh, you would have thought that I'd have gotten that down by now, but there you go. Our beautiful 6 Overwatch combo here with Beaglerush, and he's no stranger to balancing his range either. He's got the one hunker there. What do you think about that, Larry?
Oh, it's beautiful, Gipper. It's just glorious. You know, they say that form is permanent, but class is. Oh, I've gone and fucked the quote up, haven't I?
Over to the vid. Let's bring up Steve. Okay, bring me Steve. Up. Bring Steve up. Have a little fade out. What's Steve? What's Steve doing? Bring on Steve. There's Steve. That's not the real Steve. Yep. Wait, you're in front of yourself.
Okay, well, there's two Steves. Wait.
You're over there.
So you better get down.
No, he's what now?
Wait, is that the real Steve?
You know what?
Oh shit.
Beagle began week 5 of TNX by getting his bearings in the clusterfuck that was his barracks.
I didn't realize literally everyone.
oh shit.
And then went to check his hangars.
How's the hangar? What?
Oh shit.
He decided to hold on to his stores despite the current difficulties. After scanning for less than a day, it was time to work out some way to beat a heavy abduction in Bloemfontein, South Africa.
I don't know that I have anyone for this in Bloemfontein, South Africa. I don't know that I have anyone for this.
Realizing that his barracks was strapped, he attempted to solve the problem by turning into an owl.
Uh-oh!
After some thought and finagling, he managed to strap together a team with 3 rookies and some fatigued ranked soldiers.
I think this is gonna be it. It's been a while since I did a Depend on Rookies mission, but I think this is gonna be it.
And owl again.
South Africa, this one, and we need to get down there fast. We've gotten several reports indicating that the aliens have stepped
Transitioning into the second stage of coping, race car engine sounds.
the spread of panic.
Oh, why this map?
After regaining his composure, Beagle began the mission by positioning down the side of the map and eventually pulling a sectoid pod, which scurried backward into fog of war. Beagle followed suit.
Leaving that loss nice and broken here, okay?
One sectoid moved forward between turns, and Beagle was able to remove its cover with a grenade and pick it off with a flank from the gash. But the rest of his turn was harmless, and the sectoids retaliated with a shot on Jenny Lump through heavy cover. Lump began the next turn by letting rip with a warning shot, but the other soldiers weren't able to do much, and Beagle had to spend an HE grenade to set up a suppression overwatch with Fugelman to pick up a kill. The last sectoid hunkered in heavy cover, but enemies elsewhere on the map basically made him unassailable, as a floater pod pulled between turns. After some voluminous fire failed to break the sectoid's suppression, Beagle decided to use an AP grenade on it to allow his team to fall back. When the floaters remained absent in their own turn, he used another AP to finally kill the sectoid. It took 2 HEs and 2 AP grenades to kill 3 sectoids here.
I've got my eyes on.
Okay, there's a floater. Right on time. The clock strikes floater. Have they got shots? That one will. That one's got an overwatch, okay.
Then the floaters showed up, and it was time to use some more grenades on them, with an HE setting up a kill for Duran, and a flashbang and 2 suppressions controlling the others. Some shots missed, and it was finally time to clean the pot up, as Boz picked off one and... oh god, the other is still alive.
Oh, you finally did it, Johnny. You finally did it.
Lime's trash can pulled out his pistol and finally brought the floater down on the next turn, and the map was clear. Beagle spent the next several turns moving very slowly around the outside of the map, trying to ambush the next pod. Really though, this took a very long time.
TJ Fatboom over here.
Yes, Commander.
And the pull wasn't even, good. Lime's trash can managed to convert on an HE uncovered Thin Man, and Beagle used Hunker and line of sight braking to try to defend against the alien turn. But when Fugoman got into a little trade of fire with one of the Thin Men, he came out on the wrong end and almost died to a second attack. It was a bit of an oopsie boopsie there. Beagle might have wanted to hunker that guy. Boss was able to exact revenge on the Thin Man in the next turn, and JL landed 2 nice shots to kill the third of 4.
Oh, bingo!
The fourth disappeared into Fog of War, but eventually returned and was mown down by Nagash's Overwatch.
Fuck you, kid.
After some more careful maneuvering, Beagle finally managed to get an Overwatch ambush off. The Thin Man fell to Johnny Lump, and the other 2 fell quickly to Lime's trash can and, again, Johnny Lump. Looks like the Master may be taking pity on this campaign.
Another successful operation.
Beagle killed 13 aliens in only 121 hours of playtime, which puts him on pace to finish defeating the aliens slightly before the sun explodes, engulfing our planet. Some nasty wounds came out of this mission, which will be no help on an already suffering barracks. But the rewards were a nice economic boon, which Beagle was able to use to not buy any more interceptors, as a scout over China came and went without being successfully shot down. Beagle got a little unlucky with these intercepts, but it really helped to have a third interceptor ready to go. You're about 70% to kill a scout with 2, but the third brings you up to more like 95% here. For the second time of the campaign, some black market sales purchased a couple of interceptors an hour after Beagle needed them.
Light. Don't they know this guy's a fucking esports champion right now?
The second mission of the night was a light abduction in China, 3 days later. The time gave the barracks a chance to cycle through fatigue and wounds a little, and Beagle was able to easily load out a solid team. The team deployed into a densely packed urban block map and ended up splitting up, with some soldiers heading over the rooftops while the bulk of the team pathed through the buildings below. A pod of floaters drew XCOM in, pulling another pod, and all of a sudden things were a little bit messy.
Light him up, it's bait!
Fortunately, Beagle was well set up and sporting a stronger team than on the last mission, and was able to clean up 3 of the floaters immediately. The others didn't do much, and Claymore and Cappy cleaned them up on the next turn. The team even managed to pick up a meld canister.
Good and good. Good and gooder.
Finally, Beagle picked off a pod of Thin Men and a Seeker, and headed home for the night with no wounds and his weekly meld booster.
Well, we're down to like $100 a meld, but hey, no one's wounded, and that's the most important thing right now. As much as I'd love to risk it for the biscuit, right now, that's what it's about.
After a few more days of scanning, Beagle picked up a bombing mission coming into Canada, which is a pretty big deal. The aliens can only send bombing missions to regions adjacent to one of their bases, which will generally pick the highest panic region available to them. That means usually you don't see these missions at all, but because Canada and the UK are adjacent, Beagle was able to bring down an extra small UFO this month, which could easily mean a huge amount of meld, and will almost certainly be some nice extra experience and income. Thanks so much for watching this review. As always, you can find Beaglerush streaming XCOM over at twitch.tv/BeagsandJam every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and he streams other games there most nights of the week as well. I've been JoINrbs. If you want to support more of these videos, you can drop a like, a share, leave a comment below, check out my Patreon, whatever you want to do. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week for a review of Week 6 of Thursday Night XCOM. Beagle's got a crashed fighter on deck, and maybe he'll be able to finish the rest of April with 1 abduction and a council mission left to go after that. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope to see you guys there. Bye-bye all.